Hey there, After Effects buddies! Let's take a look at a simple way to make a nice little atom. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'll do a new comp, make it 10 seconds long, and that's fine. And in here, I'm going to add a new solid. Okay, so this can be I'll make the white ones, I'll call this a neutron, there it is. And on this I shall put the CC sphere effect. I will make that 100 in the radius up here. Make it smaller, and I'll duplicate this. Let's say we just have 4. So I've got 1, 2, like that. And then I'll duplicate this again. I'll rename this, oops. I will hit return on this layer. I'll rename it Proton. There we are, Proton. And I will change the colour in my solid settings here. Let's go over to my solid settings. And let's have a nice red Proton. Okay, and again, I can move that down a little bit. Maybe sandwich it between these two layers. And then duplicate that again. And we can have like one more. Okay, so I've got a basic little nucleus there. Okay, and what I'm going to do is just one of these, I'm going to hit the position key, and I'm just going to add a wiggle to this. So I'm going to alt click on the stopwatch, type in the word wiggle, open brackets, let's say 25, nice and fast, 25 times per second, just 1 pixel. Okay, so it's just jittering there. And then I can quickly right click on the word position and choose copy expression only and paste that, just command or control V on a PC to the other layers, and now I've got a nice jittery atom there. Okay, so now I'm going to do another new solid, and this will be my electron. So I'll have a nice, I think I quite fancy a nice blue electron, something like that, and hit OK. And again, I'll put the CC sphere effect on, and I'm going to take the radius of this down so it's smaller, nice, maybe to about 40. Okay, and I'll hit position, and I'm going to move this over. So I'll add, say, if I do like add 600, actually before I do that, I can do it really easily. I can hit P, Command D and duplicate this, and hit P, and on this one, on the Y, the horizontal position here, I'm going to add a plus, so just get plus and 700. That'll push it out over there. And on this one, I'll take the number that's already there and just type in minus 700. Just a quick way to get them evenly spaced across there. So I'm going to make both of these 3D. And I'm going to do a new null object. Okay, and parent both of these to my null object. Okay, I'm going to hit rotation of the null, make the null 3D as well. So I might just offset it by a small angle, let's say 10. Okay, offset it by 10, like that. And then on the Y rotation here, I'm going to do an expression on that. So if I alt click on the Y stopwatch, I'm going to put the time expression in. So this will keep it going, time, shift 8 for multiply, and if I do 180 every second, it'll do a 180. So it takes 2 seconds to go all the way around. Now, of course, you can see that they're flat as it's traveling around. Okay, so what I want to do with this is add a camera to this. All right, and layer, new camera. And I'm going to go and just hit OK. Well, the 50mm preset. And just take these 2 layers and right click, transform. And on the transform menu at the bottom, we've got auto orient, I'm going to orient along path. Okay, that's doing that. But of course, we want these to go behind the atom. Okay, so if I make those 3D, that'll work. But the problem is, it's just jigging about, so they're kind of going forwards and backwards because of the expression. So just undo that. I'll just take these 4 atoms, I'll pre-compose those, move everything inside the comp. That's my nucleus there. I'll make that 3D, and now these will go behind. Okay, so I can take all these 3 layers, my 2 electrons and my null, and hit Command D for duplicate. I'll just drag these up to the top, and maybe I'll just right click and make them a different colour, like a yellow or something. So I can quickly, I always like to be able to see that these 3 are a group, these 3 are a group. Okay, and these are parented to this null. So on this null, I'll hit rotation, and I might change the Z to -10. Okay, so they're kind of at an angle like that. And what I'd like them to do is be going, if I take same expression, same speed, but these halfway around, so they're kind of not in the same place as they go around. So what I can do to null 2 is just hit double E for that expression, and on the Y I can do time 180, and so I can get it at a right angle to the other. I can do a +90 at the end, so it does 180, and now I've got them going around like that. Okay, that's better. And I'll also, on this null, on both nulls, I'm just going to hit rotation, and just on the X rotation, the up down rotation, I just want to add a little bit of jitter. So I'll just alt click on that, and I'm going to put wiggle, open brackets 25, comma, like maybe just 1, that's maybe just all we need, and that'll just be jittering up and down slightly. And I'll right click on there and just copy expression only and paste that to the other null. So we just introduced a little bit of jitter as it travels around. Okay, and then we'll take all of these layers, these electrons, we'll add some motion blur to those. Okay, so we've got, and I'll go into here as well. I'll put the motion blur on these 2, just so they're just a little bit as they jitter about. Okay, and basically, okay, that's your electron. Okay, so we didn't use any keyframes or anything. We just got the null objects and a couple of expressions. And there we go. Nice and simple. And thanks for watching, buddies.